Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. I'm your host, Ringo. What we're going to talk about this morning is a topic of how to avoid being scammed by YouTubers. How to be scammed, or how you could avoid being scammed by these YouTubers, is something that we got to talk about because there's too many of them going on. And I had just received some information and I got to talk about it. So, good morning to everybody. Hope you're having a blessed day. Make sure you drive safe. But let's get into the content. How to avoid being scammed by YouTubers is something that is very sick. There's a lot of trends going on where people come out of the woodworks. They want you to get involved in things. And it always involves you giving money. It always involves you taking money out of your pocket. And that's what's really the goal. They only care about money. So now, what exactly is going on? Well, I received a message today via Instagram. I'm not going to put the young lady name out there or anything because that's confidential information. But let's just say that there is a YouTuber that is running a scam right now. We got to talk about it. We're going to actually talk about two YouTubers, but I'm going to focus on this one first and then kind of talk about the other scams that is going on behind the scenes, because I don't want none of you good people out there to get bamboozled by these charlatans. So what exactly is going on? Well, there's a YouTuber, and it's several of them. They love to talk about topics that deal with chosen one, right? They always have chosen one in their titles. There's always a chosen one thing. These particular individuals are con artists. These guys are scammers. These guys manipulate people that, and I mean no disrespect. At the same time, some people are just mentally weak and they take advantage of them. And I've seen people get taken advantage of so many times. And I try my best to warn you. I try to warn the people, but they don't listen. And then when they get scammed, I get messages, I get DMs, and I hear all the horror stories of all the money they lost. And it's horrible when these type of things happen. So there's a particular YouTuber. I've talked about this guy multiple times already to warn people about his scams that goes on GoFundMe. And I think he goes by the name Trenuous or something, Tren, whatever the case is, right? This guy has a new scam, guys. A new scam. This particular scam, I want to talk about this one because he is trying to raise $30,000, right? And the scam, in my humble opinion, is called Help Fund Manifestation Nation Adventures. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when somebody starts a GoFundMe and they're trying to raise $30,000, the $30,000 is for their pockets. It's for them and their personal situations they got going on in their life. Now, this particular person is not new to this behavior, because when you study GoFundMe and you look up his name, you see multiple GoFundMes. Now, the one that I talked about was when he started a GoFundMe to pay his bills. He came on YouTube in a video crying, talking about how he's struggling. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we all struggle. We all go through We all got to figure out how to pay our bills. But at the end of the day, to come on YouTube crying, begging, and starting a GoFundMe to pay your bill, you're pathetic. Like, I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? Especially when you come out of nowhere and you're on camera crying. It's one thing to just be honest, but when you start crying and doing all that extra stuff, I don't respect that, man. I mean, we all fall on hard times. At the same time, this guy has a history of using that platform to swindle the people out of their money. Now, when I exposed the fact that he was using GoFundMe to pay his rent, he raised over $8,000 to pay his bills. And then it's like he took the money and started to raise more money on the same exact GoFundMe. So he got twice the amount. So if you look at this page here, you have 5 different GoFundMes. The newest one is Help Fund Manifestation Nation Adventures. So that's what we're going to talk about and share our commentary and criticism to find out what's going on. Now, here's the thing, guys. If what he's doing is not a scam, then he's not worried about me, right? Because if I know I'm not scamming anybody, I don't care what Ringo got to say. But if you are scamming people, the signs will follow. Because why? You'll be concerned that I'm making the people wake up. So now let's break this thing down so you can know how to avoid these issues. Let's read the caption, find out what's going on, because we see that there are some victims. You got a couple of victims because he raised $1,255. Got 26 donations from 26 unlearned, blind people who don't know when they're being taken advantage of. So now it says this GoFundMe campaign is designed for members of the Manifestation Nation who wish to contribute towards our collective goal of raising $30,000. Now it sounds like something that's a joint venture that includes all of you that are a part of the Manifestation Nation. But the truth is, he's the one who's getting the funds, right? You don't have access to that. Now it goes on and it says, the more individuals who join and participate, the more achievable this target becomes. Now, what is that saying? We need your money. The more of you dummies who give your money, the more I'm able to achieve my goal, right? It goes on and it says, all donations will be allocated to support members with accommodations, meals, and various events or excursions at our designation. Now, that makes it appear as if though this GoFundMe is designed to accommodate the members of the Manifestation Nation. But if the truth be told, it's a scam. Why? Because if you are a member of Manifestation Nation and you want to go get meals or various events or accommodations or excursions, why don't you just bring your own money? No different than if you're going to a concert, you would bring your own money. That way you're covered with hotel, this, that, and you have your own expenses taken care of. You don't need somebody to set up a GoFundMe to do that for you. Because what he's trying to make it seem is as if though you're getting it for free. Like if you're a member, this GoFundMe is paying for everybody to do what they need for free. You get what I'm saying? When really it's for him. Because $30,000 is not covering nothing if there's a bunch of members. $30,000 would go in a second. So now it goes on. This is the part that gets very interesting because he put it in bold. It says, please note that once a donation is made, it cannot be refunded. That's right there is a clear-cut case scam. Once you see someone say, if you make the donation, right, it cannot be refunded, right? That's a scam because that means that there's no guarantee. That means that if you made a donation and you decide, look, man, I don't trust you. I don't think this is right. I want my money back. Nope, you can't get your money back. Well, that's a scam. That's a scam. There's no other way around it, guys. you know. And people, make sure you hit the like button, because when we do these kind of videos, YouTube been playing a lot of games lately, guys. I mean, when you think about a channel with 175,000 subscribers and there's only 50 people watching, you guys got to hit the like button, because I can't blame this on YouTube. I got to blame this on the viewers who are sitting there, but you're not hitting that like button. You got to hit that like button in order for more people to come to the live stream. And a lot of people are just ignoring this. And this is why I try to avoid a lot of these DM messages. This young lady is lucky I even listened to her message or even read it, because I really don't care about these topics, to be honest with you. It's just that a lot of people keep sending me messages about this guy scamming them. And I'm like, look, y'all got to watch the videos. It's like, I'll put these videos out here exposing these people for what they're doing, and you guys don't listen. And then when you get taken for a ride, then you want to contact me and cry and tell me how you were taken advantage of. No, you just don't want to listen. I've been telling you this and warning you, and you don't want to listen. It's just like, I'll make this video and people will still go and send all their money to this guy and then wonder why they got scammed. You know what I mean? These YouTubers, they don't care about you. When are y'all gonna learn? Ringo TV Reactions is the only content creator that is official on YouTube right now. The only. You understand? I'm the only one that keep it 100% with the people. And I get hated for that. And all of these fakes and opportunists, you love them and support them all day. And they scam you all the time. And then when you get played, you want to come to my channel and tell me, yo, Ringo, you know, so-and-so and so scamming people. It's just like people, they still sending me messages about that DoorDash woman. I don't give a damn about that woman, bro. She's done. I already told you that what she was about. Y'all didn't believe me. Now look at her situation. She's back to DoorDashing. Why? Because the jig is up. You can't continually scam people all day and expect people to continue to love you. It's not going to work. You got to be honest. You know what I mean? I still got people sending me messages about, yo, Ringo, DoorDash is scamming people again. She got a new scam. Bro, I don't care. If you want to go get scammed, that's your problem. I've been trying to help you folks to avoid these scams, but y'all don't listen. So now let's get back to the content. It goes on and it says, please note that once a donation is made, it cannot be refunded. This policy applies even if a member chooses to leave the community or is removed due to rule violations. That's a red flag, guys. Why would you even want to join in this mess? They're talking about this policy. What policy? Who drew up this policy? Him? Come on, man. If this is a manifestation nation or whatever the case is, how could he be the one who have the policies? Shouldn't it be a joint effort of all the people that are contributing to be a part of this policy being drawn up? See, he makes the rules, which mean he called the shots, not you. Once you see in bold, please note that once a donation is made, it cannot be refunded. It's a scam. Because anything that is a guarantee, anything that is good, right, would have a refund. You understand? Imagine buying products and services, and when you buy it, they say, well, you can't refund it. You bugging. What if it don't work? What if there's an issue? You know, what if I need to exchange it? So basically, he have the right to kick you out the group if you violate a rule. Now, what are the rules? You got to obey him. This policy applies even if a member chooses to leave the community. Why? Because he know members are going to leave. Just like the young lady that sent me the message. She left. You know what I mean? She left the community and hit me up to tell me exactly what's going on. And based on the information that I got, there is an app that they're using. And let's see, they called it Manifestation Nation, but now it's called Chosen One's Secret Society on School App. I don't know what kind of app that is, but it's called School App. You understand? The spelling she gave me is SKOOL app. I don't know what that app mean. I don't know what it's about. But he calls the group or whatever Chosen One's Secret Society. Now, once you hear secret society, that's the Illuminati. So why would anybody be joining a Chosen One secret society? And why would you be giving your money? Because that's how people get scammed, guys. You don't want to be joining a secret society. You know, and this is why the Chosen One thing is a scam. Guys, anytime you see anybody on YouTube talking about chosen ones or, hey, chosen ones, God is doing this, it's a scam. You understand? It's just like when you have YouTubers talking about land initiatives that, you know, we need to come together. You know, I got some land and we need to come together and, you know, build community and we could grow vegetables and we could do that. It's all a scam. None of that stuff is real, guys. It's just a way to get some money in their pockets to pay their bills. That's what content creators are doing now, guys. A lot of them are on hard times. They don't want to work in terms of either getting a job or doing content. See, doing content is not easy. It's not easy, guys. And sometimes people go through a drought and things are just not where it needs to be. But at the same time, you still got to work. You still got to put in the time. You know, you got to do what you got to do, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to eat. So what content creators are doing now is, out of desperation, they're scamming the people with lies, manipulation, and that's what this is right here. So it goes on and it says, the funds raised are dedicated exclusively to our members' trips and related activities. Now that sounds nice, right? That sounds nice, but the truth is, it's not. It goes on and it says, not benefiting any individual member personally. That makes no sense because it contradicts itself in the same sentence. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you have to know how to read to understand. Only Ringo TV Reactions break down these videos the proper way, but I don't get no credit for it. Nor do I get hundreds of thousands of views for this truth, because you, the people that are viewing, you don't click the like button. You know what I mean? You don't click the like button. I mean, we have 80-something people in the building, 40 likes. Why? Because a lot of people come here to get the knowledge, but they hate me at the same time. I don't get that. You got people that like to listen to me. They like to watch my content. They love the content, but they hate me personally. It's weird, but there's a lot of people like that, guys, where they hate you, but they like being around you to benefit from your wisdom and your knowledge. Very, very sick individuals. But at the end of the day, there's nothing I can do about it. You know what I mean? You're going to have those kind of people that hate you and want to see you die, but they love your content. It's crazy. It's like you love the corner store because it provides whatever for the community, but you don't really like to support it. It's weird. You have weirdos like that, man. It's sick people out here, man. But anyway, let's get back to the content. It says the funds raised are dedicated exclusively to our group's trips and related activities. Okay, so that's personal. Then it says not benefiting any individual member personally. That's the contradiction, because it is. It's benefiting him. It's going in his bank account. The money goes in his bank account. Who's there to know what he do with the money? Who is there to balance the money? Who is there to calculate where the money is moving to? Whose job is that? That's right. None of your jobs. He gets to do what he wants. So who's there to make sure he's doing his job? You see that? Who's holding him accountable? Nobody. And this is the problem with these scams. It says you are welcome to donate whenever you feel inspired to contribute. Let's reach this goal together and enjoy the journey in this process. See, what he's going to enjoy is the money, while you get kicked out the group. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, you have to understand this gentleman is trying to raise $30,000. $30,000 on some Manifestation Nation adventures. Ladies and gentlemen, stop being bamboozled, please. Please stop it. You know, it's just, It's depressing to see these type of things because I can read people so easy. I know this guy's a scammer. I know this guy's a fraud. And here's the thing, guys. I know he don't like me personally, but I don't care because I have a right to share my opinions. This is YouTube. And when you have adventures like this, people can share their reviews. Because if you get upset because people are sharing their thoughts and opinions about something that you started, you are a scammer, no different than anyone else who get offended and mad because you're critiquing something that they're doing. Anytime they respond in anger, they are scammers and they're showing their true colors, because anytime you have any sort of business thing or any sort of event or whatever, and somebody share their thoughts and you fall victim to it, that's a problem, you know? And to the person who asks, who is this, right? Try reading the screen and stop being slow. Like, what's the matter with you folks, bro? Like, seriously, man. Sometimes people be asking stupid questions and it's very annoying. And I'm trying to be calm, cool, and collected. But when you see a GoFundMe pinned on the screen and it tells you who is the fundraiser organizer and their name is right there, it's very foolish to ask, who is this? You know what I mean? It don't make no damn sense. I don't care about your glasses. That has nothing to do with me. That has something to do with you. Put on your glasses. This don't make no sense. We're doing a live stream and you're asking me, who is this and who we're talking about? We've been here talking now for 21 minutes. We already announced who we're talking about. What, I gotta go back to the start and continue going? No, you have a responsibility to do your part. And see, this is the problem with people, guys. People are lazy and they don't like to pay attention. Didn't I say that in the beginning? People don't listen. They don't hit the like button. You got 100 people watching, 50 likes. They still don't know how to follow instructions of hit the damn like button, bro. But yet you giving them this information. You're literally showing them a worldwide scam and they still don't support what you're doing, guys. But yet I'll get these DM messages from people from time to time. Ringo, I'm being scammed. Ringo, I just got scammed. Ringo, they took advantage of me. And the young lady in question, I could tell why he took advantage of her. And think about this, guys. He's taking advantage of a lot of people. A lot of people are being taken advantage of, man. And I'm tired of it. And to anybody that has an issue with me communicating to people in terms of setting order in this court, please leave. Because I don't have time to be playing games with people that are emotionally weak. You have thin skin and you don't know how to follow instructions. When you go to your job and your supervisor talk to you, you don't sit there and say, well, to hell with you, blah, 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 I'm leaving. You ain't leaving nowhere because you need that job. But when you come here and you act a fool and I set order in the court, you're like, well, I'm leaving. I'm unsubscribing. Well, go. When you get scammed, don't come back here talking about, yo, Ringo, so-and-so and so is running a scam. I don't want to hear it because you're being a hypocrite. You know what I mean? You folks literally be having, I don't know what kind of mental issues you got, but it's like when people share the truth, you get upset with the truth. And I don't have, it's like, I don't get it. It's like the people who want to help you, you hate them. But the people who are literally taking advantage of you every single day, you love them. You love your pastor and he rob you every week. You love these people who are manipulating you with lies all day. Chosen one this, chosen one that, reading Bible scriptures to you while lying to you. Talking about, hey, join my land initiatives. We're going to come to the land. We're going to do that. People, stop it. Stop getting played, man. Stop getting played out here by these folks. You know what I mean? About manifestation nation adventures. Bro, if you want an adventure, let everybody get their own money to go to their own trip. You don't need to start a GoFundMe talking about this money is to accommodate meals and various. So he's your daddy. So let me get this straight. He's paying your way. What if he don't feel like paying your way? What if you do something while on the trip and he figure, well, we're not going to pay your way to go back home. So now he controls your life. Come on, people, stop being dumb, man. Stop getting played out here, dog. Like, for real, for real. All you got to do is read. All you got to do is read. And again, this is not his first rodeo, guys. This is not his first rodeo. He got multiple scams that he put out there, guys. Multiple. You know what I mean? And he raised way more money, guys. Raised more money than what you're seeing on the screen, guys. You know? Every minute he goes to GoFundMe and starts something new. Why? Because it's a trend. You understand? It's a trend. It goes with his name. And what it's designed for is to take care of his situation. You understand? It's nothing more, nothing less. His situation. It's not about the people. It's not about helping the people to do nothing. Let's stop playing games, man, and call it what it is. So I'm going to read it again, guys. Again, this YouTuber wants $30,000. So we, the people, got to make sure that he's doing the right thing. Because if he's a scammer, of course he's going to be upset. If he's righteous, he'll be willing to be open to the public. You know, just like the Bible says. The Bible says that men love darkness rather than light. They don't come to the light. Why? Lest their deeds be reproved. They hate the light, guys. That's why when people do things like this and you call it out, they get upset. I don't care if they get upset. It's not my problem. If you start something and put something in the public, we're going to talk about it. You know, it is what it is. So he says this GoFundMe campaign is designed for members of the Manifestation Nation who wish to contribute towards our collective goal of raising $30,000. Why? Why you got to raise $30,000? The more individuals who join and participate, the more achievable this target becomes. Why? Because that target is for him. It's not for you, guys. It's not for you. You're being played, man. I'm just telling you the truth. I've seen this happen so many times. It becomes so cliche and boring because it's like, I know a lot of you that are viewing are not going to listen to me. And I feel like I'm wasting my time. I really want to just end the stream right now, guys, because I don't feel you're listening. I just feel like you're just here to play and then you're going to go give all your money away anyway. Because that's how people are. People are dumbed down, man. They don't listen. You tell them the truth, they go out there and get scammed anyway. It's like you just want to get burned. You know what I mean? It's a scam. And people fall for these things all the time. You know, it says all donations will be allocated to support members. Allocated? Well, who's allocating the money? Who's the accountant? Who's budgeting? I'm sure none of the members are the ones keeping track of the books. It's going into his account, guys. It's not going into your account. It's one thing if it went into an account and everybody had access to this account. No, it's going into his personal checking account. You know what I mean? So it goes on and says the more individuals who join and participate, the more achievable this target becomes. All donations will be allocated to support members with accommodations, meals, and various events or excursions at our destination. This guy is making it seem like he's going somewhere. First of all, in order to go on excursion destinations, right, or have events, right, that's going to cost money to set up to accommodate people, which means you have to have the proper environment, place to have an event. That's going to cost money. So $30,000 is not covering nothing. You're being scammed, people. You're literally being scammed. And these individuals on YouTube are desperate, guys. They're desperate for money now. It's a lot of, listen, a lot of YouTubers are going through a drought. And they don't want to talk about it because they've been fake the whole time. But they don't want to talk about the drought that they're going through where things are just not the way it used to be. So they're struggling and they trying to live a lifestyle, present a fraud, act like they're just living it up, like they're all millionaires and they're all living this great life, driving luxury cars, and they're struggling just like everybody else. And so when you see these kind of scams pop up, you got to recognize it for what it is, right? So there's no way they could tell you that all donations will be allocated to support members with accommodations. What accommodations? In what way? Hotel? No. Because in order to have an event, you have to pay for the event place. So that's going to cost another $60,000. Because when you get places to rent out, it's not cheap. You know what I mean? It's a lot of money. A lot of money, guys. Equipment, lighting, sound system. When you start factoring everything that's involved, it becomes very expensive. You understand? So he's saying that this money is for accommodating the members, for meals. So he's going to pay for your meals. Why don't you pay for your own meals? Why don't you pay for your own accommodations, your own hotel, right? He said various events. So this is more than one. Various events is more than one. What event? In order to have an event, you have to pay money. You see that? So we got to look at this thing, guys, for what it really is, man. We can't afford to go out here and get bamboozled anymore, guys. We have to be honest. We have to be truthful. We have to do what is needed to get us through, but we have to be smart at the same time. So now, guys, again, when you look at the screen, the message that's in bold, right? The message that is in bold on the screen tells you everything you need to know. Because what this suggests is that the individual is telling you you're not getting no refund. He says, please note that once a donation is made, it cannot be refunded. What do you mean? So if I choose to leave the group, and I say, look, I don't want to be in the group no more. I realize that you're scamming, or I don't like you. I don't trust you. You telling me I can't get my money back? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Your money is mine. You see that? Well, if it's mine, it violates your own policy because you said it's not benefiting any individual member personally. So there's supposed to be a refund. It's a scam. Can't you see that, guys? He said, look, this policy applies even if a member chooses to leave the community or is removed due to rule violations. The funds raised are dedicated exclusively to our group's trips and related activities, not benefiting any individual member personally. Well, why there's no refund? If you're telling me I can't get a refund, then you already violated your own policy because it's benefiting other individuals personally when it should be my money. Do you see what happens when you know how to read, guys? Unfortunately, many people don't know how to read, so they get scammed, you know? But this is what's going on, guys. This is what's going on, man. And I'm tired of this, man. I'm really tired of people getting scammed. I'm tired of people sending me messages about people scamming them. Because I'm like, you supposed to be adults, man. You're supposed to be adults, and you're supposed to know when somebody's playing games with you, man. But unfortunately, many people are weak-minded, and they're so easily deceived. And this is why I tell you guys, stop listening to content that talks about chosen one. Chosen one this, chosen one that. Stop listening to that garbage. It's all scams. These people don't teach you about the Bible. They don't teach you about God. They don't teach you about anything. If I got to go on a trip, I'm bringing my own money. And if I can't afford to go, then I'm not going. It's just that simple. Because I don't got it right now. But he's making promises as if though he's going to help you. That's why he got that picture up there. That picture is designed to make you believe that you're traveling with him, that he's going to take care of you. Come on, man. It don't make no sense. You see what I'm saying? Like what event he's taking you to. Talking about it's the chosen one secret society. You folks better not be following nobody and end up dead somewhere. You better not. Thinking this has nothing to do with God. God didn't tell none of you guys to travel with this guy nowhere. You know what I mean? I don't hear no scripture. I don't hear him telling you to keep the commandments. I don't hear him telling you to overcome sin. Everything is just here about money. $30,000. And he already raised $1,255. And think about this, guys. On GoFundMe, you could set it where you could get the money right away. So you telling me that money is sitting in his bank account and he's not using it for personal business? Yo, you folks got to stop being scammed. In order for something to be a legitimate fundraiser, it got to be in an account that is separate from his personal account. You can't tell me that this fundraiser is not benefiting any individual member personally if it's going in your personal checking account. It would have to be in an account that is not controlled by one person. You know what I mean? It got to be in an account that is separate so that people know exactly where the money is going to. If the money is going in his personal account, he's using it for himself, guys. There's no other way to put it. You know what I mean? So don't fall for this scam, guys. Please don't fall for the scam. Again, he did multiple GoFundMes already, so he has a track record of doing this. He has a track record. Look at the same username, same name, guys. You go into all of these, listen, go on GoFundMe, type in his name, you'll see it pop up on all these different GoFundMe pages. Same person, same photo, using GoFundMe to swindle the people. And I'm tired of it, man. Again, GoFundMe could be used for legitimate issues. I use GoFundMe to purchase equipment and do things for the studio production by getting the support and the help of the people. And I show the people exactly where the money goes. And we didn't even reach our goal, guys. The goal that I set up on GoFundMe, I didn't even reach the goal, guys. The people did not come through. Only a few people came through to support. Most of the folks, they just said, man, forget you. You know why? Because in their mind, their perception is I'm a millionaire and I'm rich. They don't understand what sacrifices is like. They don't understand when a man works hard to sacrifice for his family. They don't understand what that looks like. So the outward exterior, when they see that, they get red eye and they begin to judge you. And it's weird. You know, when I was in New York in the projects, everybody loved me. When I moved out the projects, now they hate me. It's weird. It's like, I guess I should go back because then I'll get support. It's weird. People really, listen, people love you when you're down. I'm telling you guys, people love you when you're down. When you start to do better in life or you make better choices and you try to do better things to improve your family, people start to hate you for it. When you're down and you're in the ghetto and you're struggling and you wear the same clothes every day, it's like people get pissed. It's like, I don't get it. People love you when you're down. Listen, even in the community where I'm at right now, if you were to ask my neighbors, do Ringo come outside every day with drip, nice clothes? Fam, I don't even wear no nice clothes anymore. You know why? I'm in a community, bro. I just come outside and tend to the yard. I wear the same clothes every day, bro. I don't even care. I don't even care, bro. I walk around with damn near lawn care boots, walking around the yard in a damn t-shirt with a damn hat. I don't care about dressing up, bro. Stuff don't mean nothing to me no more. Why? Well, who am I trying to impress? You know what I mean? Those are things you get when you're in New York. When you're in New York, you feel you got to do all this extra stuff, wasting a bunch of damn money. I don't got time for that mess no more. My focus is family, bro. You know what I mean? Responsibilities. But unfortunately, man, I'm telling you, man, people switch up on you when you start to make moves, bro. And it's sick and it's sad. But it is what it is, man. Not all, but for the most part, most people did switch up on me once I moved out of New York. They got jealous, bro. They got jealous. The demons came out of them. They started hating. People pulled support. All sorts of weirdo stuff. I had people hit me up. They was like, yo, I heard you got a new car. I don't need to support you no more. I'm like, wow. So let me get this straight. Getting a new car is a bad thing. So I'm not supposed to have a car. What is this? So if I get a car, it's a problem, but everybody else drives around, it's not a problem. People are weird, bro. People are sick, man. Very, very sick. I could just imagine how neighbors in my community feel about me having the best lawn in the community. They probably pissed off with me, bro. Listen, I probably got haters, bro, in my own community where I live, bro, because I got the best yard. I got the best damn yard in the community, and that's a fact. You know why? because of hard work and dedication. So please explain to me, how could anybody be mad at a man that works to develop his yard so it can look the best that it could be? How could you be mad at me for my time and labor put into my work? How could you be mad at me? You're jealous and mad because I put in the work? How could you be mad? How could you be mad? Listen, there are people out here, ladies and gentlemen, that are mad at you because you put in the work to do what you need to do in your life. Could you believe that? People in your life are mad at you guys because you put in the work. Isn't that sick? Isn't that sick, ladies and gentlemen? That you put in all this time and effort and they're mad at you because you're doing the work. Now check this out, guys, because I talked about this in another video. Because I know I got haters, bro. You know, I was talking to one particular Nigerian guy in the community because he had reached out to me while I was on the yard working. Check this out, guys. You see this? This is my yard. That's one side of the house. You see the lawn, guys? That's my work. And it's the best in the entire community. There's over probably 180 houses in the community. This is the best yard in the community, hands down. Nobody else's yard can even compete. And it's not even about a competition. I just work. So I had a Nigerian guy. He saw me out working. He pulled up. He was like, hey, how you doing? I see you working all the time. And I was wondering if you could take a look at my yard and, you know, see what I need to do. And, you know, I went over there and, well, I didn't go the same day, but I kind of avoided going over by his yard for about 3 weeks and whatnot. And yesterday, I kind of saw him from the corner. I saw him sitting in the back of his house, kind of just chilling. And I kind of just said, you know what, let's take a drive over there real quick and go and have a talk with him. And he was happy. He was happy when we went over there, and I kind of just talked with him for a bit and told him about what he need. And I offered to help him, you know, in September. So in September, I'm going to help him with his yard. I'm going to get his yard pretty much on tip-top shape. And, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, we talked for a little bit, and he was very appreciative of the time. And it's because he respects the work. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't respect hard work. I had people even accuse me of, that's not real. You had a company lay down sod. Fam, that's not no damn sod. That's 100% work. And anybody that know, you saw from the beginning when I showed you the work. You know what I mean? And that's just one side of the house. It goes all the way around. You know what I mean? And I'm very proud of the work because I put in the time. You know? But there's some people out there, ladies and gentlemen, that are very jealous, man. Very jealous, bro. It's like when I was in the projects, in the slums, everybody got love for me. But then when I do what I gotta do, save my pennies to put my family in a better environment, all of a sudden I'm enemy number one? It don't make no sense. You're supposed to be happy for people, dog. Like, I don't get that, man. You're supposed to be happy for people when people start to do better. You don't supposed to get envious and jealous of them and then say, well, I'm done with you and I'm upset. Like, that's crazy. It don't even make no damn sense, bro. I'm happy for anybody that's doing well. You know what I mean? And I always offer to help people that better their situation. Some people are just demon possessed, bro. I'm pretty sure I got neighbors out here in this community that are so prideful and arrogant. They wouldn't even come up to me to ask me questions on how to help them with their yard out of pure hate and jealousy, bro. It's sick. They know they want the results. They know they want what they see, but out of pride and hate, they just act like they don't see it. But a lot of people, yo, when I tell you a lot of people are stopping by the house complimenting, hey, great yard. Hey, you got the best yard in the community. They do this all the time, guys. You know what I mean? And I don't have a problem helping people, but don't think I'm going to just help you for free. You know what I mean? Time is money, dog. That's work. You know what I mean? And it's not like I put prices on anything, but if a person is offering you any sort of help and services, you got to make sure that you compensate that person. Don't just think that, oh, because I do what I do, then I'm just going to come to your yard and make it look immaculate for free. No, You got to learn how to help a person out in terms of compensating them for their expertise. And don't do that, ladies and gentlemen. If you're good at something, don't let people try to just use you for your greatness. No, you got to monetize what you do and get paid for it. You know, because I could transform anybody's yard into an immaculate paradise immediately. Give me 1 month. I could turn your whole yard into a masterpiece. Easy. I'm skilled at that, man. Made a lot of mistakes during the path and on my journey, but now I got the thing down to a science now. I know how to do what I need to do, you know? And right now I'm setting up an irrigation system. So now I'm going to be able to water the lawn with a timer and set it up real nice where it has, you know, the water come on different sides of the house. It's gonna be immaculate. It's gonna be nice. I'm setting it up right now and whatnot. I'm doing all the setting up the hoses and the water pieces and everything. So it's gonna be very, very good, because it's gonna be the reason why I'm setting it up, because I'm gonna be filming the reality show soon, and we're gonna be doing movies and stuff in the community. And I really think one of these days I'm going to be making a movie with all of the people in that community. I just think that's going to eventually happen. And I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm going to see, because I really didn't want to put everybody into it, because I don't like people being all in my business. You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure some people in that community already know who I am on YouTube already, because people are nosy. You know how that goes. There's always somebody that find you. There's always somebody that find you, and they're trying to keep tabs on everything you're doing. I don't like stuff like that, because some people are nosy and they want to be all in your business, you know? But it is what it is. Shout out to Floridine Rollo for the support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Yeah, the same thing goes for anything, whether you're in the gym or whatever. If you're putting in work in the gym and you start developing your physique, people gonna hate you. You know what I mean? Like 1 minute you probably was skinny, or maybe you were a little overweight, and then you went to the gym, started grinding, doing what you had to do. Next minute you transform your whole body. Now you look like a fitness instructor now. Now you on point, and people mad at you. They used to love you when you were fat. They used to love you when you were skinny. Now that you put on lean muscle mass, now all of a sudden you're enemy number one. Now, oh, you're a show off. Oh, now why you wearing those muscle shirts? Why you showing off? Man, please stop, bro. Stop the damn hate, man. Always hating somebody. Let me read what Rollo said. He says, they are dust to me. It's better to win than to be around broke people who be loud with no action. Mic drop. Win more and leave them in the dust. I'm happy to be in a lovely place than excuses. Broke-minded folks who think small, fam. And see, that's the thing. You have to be around people that are winners. You got to be around people that are encouraging towards your goals, rather than being around people that want to see you suffer. You know what I mean? Now, scamming, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with people running scams like this. This is a scam, right? This is a clear-cut scam. But again, a lot of you gonna fall into it, because, you know, you like these content creators who keep telling you about chosen one this, chosen one that. It's all a scam at the end of the day. Another scam, ladies and gentlemen, is content creators that tell you about joining land initiatives. Don't ever get involved in stuff like that, guys. Let me tell you something, guys. I'm going to show you what land development is in a video. I'm going to see if I can get some footage today. I'm going to try to see if I can get some footage today, guys. I don't know how I can do it, because there is a community being built out here in North Carolina, and I want to show you footage of what community building look like, because these YouTubers will tell you that they got land initiatives. It's all BS. You understand? Real land initiatives, I'm going to show you what that look like soon. I might get some footage later I think I'm going to try to do it. Yeah, I'm going to try to do it later by getting some footage, because it's in a certain area where there's no, like, there's just roads out here. So you just can't just park anywhere. You know what I mean? So I got to make sure that it's in an area where I can get some good footage. But I'm going to show you guys what land development look like, because there's a community that's being built out here with over 300 houses that's going to be built. And when I tell you, they're right now they're building, they're installing the septic systems and the sewer lines and the water lines. They're doing all of that major work right now, and it's beautiful. It's what I've been talking about for a long time, in comparison to these YouTubers that tell you about land initiatives, but there's nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? Instead, they want you to be in a damn tent. You know? So, yeah, shots fired. Right? But at the same time, I gotta make you understand, don't get involved in those scams, guys. I don't want to see y'all lose money. Please. In order to build a community, it costs millions of dollars, guys. Millions and millions of dollars in developments. It's not a simple thing. Anybody can buy land. That doesn't mean ish. You understand? It takes money to develop the land. A lot of people go buy land and then end up with nothing because they just bought land, but they forgot that you got to develop it. You see, it costs money, millions of dollars. So I don't want you to get scammed. Please avoid these content creators that tell you about, hey, we need to do this because the economy is going to fall, and, you know, we need a place to get away to when the system collapses and there's a war, and, you know, there's going to be shortage and there's going to be lack of food, and we need to grow our own food. People, these content creators are not growing food. They don't have no vineyards. They don't have no grape trees. They don't have no chickens. They don't have anything. You understand? Please don't get scammed by these lies. All this is for is them filling their pockets. That's all it's for. Just like the Christian church. These pastors are not preaching the gospel. They're helping to fund their pockets. That's how they're able to stay afloat. None of these pastors ever had a job in their life, because they just go to church, tell you lies, and get an offering, and they pay their bills. You understand? It's just like the Tariq Nasheeds and the Umar Johnsons and all these guys are frauds. All of them. You know what I mean? There's certain things they might say that have truth, but at the end of the day, guys, they're just trying to put the money in their pockets. They don't care about the people. You know what I mean? They really don't. You got to be smart enough to recognize when you're getting played, guys. I try to give you information, but I get hated all the time, man. I get hated so much for speaking the truth. You know how much hate I receive on a daily basis, guys, just for speaking the truth? I'm so sincere when I speak, and people hate me for it. I'm saving lives, and they hate me for it. You know, when the young lady hit me up today, I saw the message. I was about to just ignore her message, but I said, you know what? Let me read the message, man. Let me read the message and whatnot. And I said, you know what? Nah, I'll do a video, man. I wasn't doing no video, man, to be honest. Because I'm tired of telling people the truth, and it's like, y'all don't listen. Y'all don't. I mean, think about this. You have 160 people viewing, only 90 likes. I tell people hit the like button all the time. They don't hit the like button, guys. They're not supporting the work. They're not supporting the work. So what happened? The video don't get pushed in the algorithm. The video get no views. So what the hell am I talking for? I'm wasting my time. Because here's the thing, guys. I have a family to support. So if I'm making this content and it's not going nowhere, I don't earn nothing. You see how that works? So I'm wasting my time. So this topic is a waste of time. It's not earning me nothing. Remember, this is a job. This is a business. I'm not sitting here for my health. I'm providing a service. You understand? And people forget about that. People think that this is just a game. Like I'm just here, just wasting my damn time. I'm literally showing you real world scams on what's going on, and people don't even hit the damn like button to support the content, but yet they like coming over here. They like coming over here to hear my voice, but they don't hit the like button to support the show. It's crazy. You know what's so funny, guys? I'm looking at the likes, right? The likes hit 100, then it went back down to 99. I really wish I knew who the person was so I can just block that person. Because what they did is they hit the like button, then they took the like away. Take your like away. I don't care. At this point, I really don't care. You know, you can unsubscribe, whatever the case is, because I'm going to be building a new audience. Like, I'm going into a whole different field of content, and I'm going to focus on building a new audience of people that actually support the content, people that actually respect my time and my talents. You know, that's what I'm going to do. And a lot of you folks are going to be like, where Ringo at? Well, Ringo's doing something else. Ringo moved on. Ringo is doing way different things now because the audience that watch don't support. Because what happens over time, guys, and a lot of you content creators, you know what I'm talking about. People rock with you for a time, and then when they start seeing you grow, they stop supporting you out of hate. It's weird. Listen, guys, when I was in New York, in the projects, in the ghetto, everybody loved me. Everybody loved me. They were supporting me like crazy. Once they heard Ringo's moving out the projects, they stopped all their support. Literally, all their support, guys, stopped. I saw people making videos saying we need to put him back in the projects. Literally, people were making videos saying we need to stop supporting Ringo. We need to put him back in the projects. He's feeling himself now. I was like, wow. The jealousy and the hate, guys. And you wondering why black folk make content that more suitable to the white community, Asian community, and other communities rather than the black community? Because the black community shows the most evil when it comes to support. They just don't support shit, bro. It's sick. It's disgusting. I had people that literally hit me up and said, bro, I heard you moved. You think you better than me now? I'm not supporting you no more. I'm like, oh, wow. That's crazy. I don't even know the person, but that's how they felt, bro. So it is what it is, man. I'm going to be doing stuff totally different, man. Reaching a whole new audience. A whole new audience, man. A whole new audience I'm going to be focusing on, man, because the audience that is watching, they don't support the shows. They don't hit the like button. The likes should be matching the views. If there's 120 people watching, there should be 120 likes. I shouldn't have to keep telling people hit the like button every day. Y'all supposed to know this already. That's how YouTube works. You hit the like button, YouTube pushes the videos. I mean, I talk about topics that is so interesting, giving you the best commentary, and I don't get no views, bro. And I'm putting out all this time, all this work and energy. Come on, man. It's you, the people, man. It's not YouTube. It's you, the people, who don't support the work out of hate, bro. You support the scammers. You support the frauds. You support people who watch me and then they go make videos. There are content creators that watch me, and when I finish, they go do videos regurgitating every word I say, and then you support them. That's sick. But hey, it is what it is, man. Y'all do what y'all got to do, man. I'm going to do what I got to do. Like I said, when I put the family on and we start doing this content, doing these reality shows, reaching new audiences, everything's going to change, bro. Don't tell me I changed, man. I'm going to tell you folks right now. Don't tell me, oh, Ringo TV changed, bro. No, I didn't change. You changed. I just started to do better. I started to do better and focus on what I do best in terms of my talents. And I focus on a market and a people that respect it. You know, I was raised to respect people and respect talent and time. Some people hate you for being good at what you do. Just like in my community, I know there are people that are jealous of me because I got the best yard in the community. How can you be jealous of somebody that work every day towards their goal? How can you be jealous of that? You're supposed to respect that. You're supposed to look at that guy and salute him and be like, bro, I see you in the yard working every day, man. Beautiful yard. You're doing a heck of a job, bro. Congratulations, man. You're supposed to be proud of that guy, not hate him because he does a great job. That's sick. That's so evil. But there's a lot of evil people out there, guys. That's why I work hard and do what I got to do, man. I was never that kind of person. Anytime I see people doing well, I always congratulate them. Always try to figure out, bro, how you do what you do. and then they would put me on the game. But people today, bro, they're never happy for you, man. Never. And this is what I experience all the time. Anytime I'm doing well or doing anything good, they hate me. They literally hate, bro. They stop talking to you. Because, listen, family don't even call me. Family don't even call me. I remember family hit me up. I was like, yeah, man, I moved, bro. I'm over here, such and such and such, man. Got the house, da-da-da. Don't hear from them no more, bro. They stopped talking to me, man. And all I try to do is show love, bro. It's sick, right? I know a lot of you go through these things, man. Where you see people switch up on you because you started to do things better. Started making better choices. I had somebody hit me up telling me about a YouTuber's talking about me. I don't give a fuck who's talking about me, dog. I don't care. Don't send me messages telling me about somebody talking about me. I don't care. I'm doing way better things, man. I don't got time to be worrying about demons and narcissists. You know what I mean? And if anybody hit me up telling me about a YouTuber that's talking about me, I'm just going to add you on my block list because you're not helping me. You know? It's like you like back and forth drama. You know? You're not defending me. You shouldn't even be telling me. You're supposed to defend me. If you know I'm official, if you know I put in work, and you know people are spreading lies, why don't you say something about it? Why don't you take the initiative to defend my honor? You don't. You know why? Because you're of the devil and you like back and forth drama. You're not a real supporter. You like to instigate drama. And that's sick. You know what I mean? They want to see you in back and forths arguing all day. My viewers don't want to see that bullshit. They want to see me do content that actually matters. They don't want to see all that garbage, you know? And sometimes the viewers, they don't tell you. They don't tell you, yo, man, you need to leave it alone and move on. I mean, sometimes they do, and I don't listen. But lately, I've been listening to the viewers because the viewers are the ones that watch the shows, and they don't want to see all that BS. They want to see you be creative and do what you got to do, you know? So it is what it is, man. We're going to focus on what we got to do. Shout out to Sean the Navigator. I see you in the building. What's going on? Shout out to all the mods out there. You know what I'm saying? They got their own personal lives, their own things they got to deal with. Salute to everybody. Sherelle, Show Shao, V-Dub Man, Sean the Navigator, Rebel for Almighty. And did I miss somebody? Did I get everybody? Wait, we got V-Dub Man. We got Sean the Navigator. We got Show Shao. Oh, I forgot Tracy. Shout out to Tracy too. Tracy, Sherelle, and Rebel for Almighty. All right. Yeah, and shout out to the content creators. You know, you got Floridine Rollo in the building. We got Brainwaves. We have, and shout out to Trending with Sharice and also Ethereal. Shout out to y'all. I got to shout out the content creators and show love because that's the new thing, guys. We got to show love, man. We really got to show love and we can't be fake. You know what I mean? And shout out to Pastor Rufus, Elder Karadazar. I think it's, what's his YouTube, man? Something Israelites, right? What's his YouTube to the brothers? What's his YouTube? So I can make sure I shout out the right name because they won't know where to go. You know what I mean? But we got to show more love, man. We got to show more love when it comes to the brethren and the sisterin that's in this space. Is Born Again Israelites? Okay. Yeah, so shout out to Born Again Israelites channel. You know what I'm saying? He always put in work. He's a man of the Most High. He always put out truth and scriptures. He don't get the views he deserve, but I know why. It's because he's putting out the truth. But every now and then in the late hour of the night, when I catch one of his shows, I just be in the clouds listening to the word. You know what I mean? So I appreciate those late night shows, you know, because it's really good to get some truth here and there to keep you afloat. But it is what it is, man. We got to show more love, people. Stop hating on people that are doing good things. If you know somebody's doing great things, learn how to salute those people. You're not going to get anywhere in life hating people that are doing good things. Always be supportive. You know, you'll have your time. Don't be jealous of other people, man. It's a sick virus, man. I don't know why people be doing these things, man. Never do that. especially to somebody that's blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. If you ever knew me, you will be blessed. You know what I mean? Because having people around you that are blessed empowers your life. Hating somebody who blessed is going to only destroy your life. And there's a lot of people that hate me every day, and their life is going down the tubes because they live in hate all day. You ain't getting nowhere hating the blessing. Nowhere. You know, so hey, we're going to get up on out of here. I'll be back later on with more content. I got a lot of things to talk about. Got to get some work done and whatnot. I ain't even eat nothing, man. I got to get some food, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So y'all take care. Again, be a blessing to people. Show love. Congratulate people. Learn how to salute people for their work. And don't be a hater, man. It's a sickness, man. When I tell you guys, when I was in New York in the projects, literally trying to plan my escape, trying to plan how I'm going to do better, trying to plan how I'm going to put my family in a better situation, man. Something that was on my mind all day and night. All I did is grind and grind and grind in order to get my family in a better position, bro. And once I did that, everybody turned against me, bro. Literally. Everybody turned against me and started to hate because I made power moves. Y'all remember when y'all saw me and my wife traveling in North Carolina, and fam, that was me making moves, man, to empower my family. Isn't that what a man's supposed to do? Isn't that what you ladies say a man is supposed to do? So please explain to me, how is it that when a man get off his ass and go out there and make power moves the way you saw me do, and then you turn around and hate? That's some evil-ish, man. You supposed to congratulate that, man, not hate that. That's sick. So I'm out, y'all. Y'all take care. Have a blessed day. Ringo TV Reactions salute you, man. It is what it is, man. We'll be back later with more content. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.